Hi everyone, this is Abhishek sir, and today we are going to explain, today I'm going to explain the entire 2027 UPSC Gold Right program. Okay? Now, for the very first time, we have included the mains part also. But for your information, this mains is only for my students. This is not a separate program. If you are a part of the prelims, then only you can enroll. Otherwise, I don't want to go for the solely for the mains preparation, because my focus is the prelims, because this is the prelim science academy. So I want to explain you first the prelims part, and then I will jump to the mains part. But you have to listen to each and every word very carefully. Okay, so this is not a banner big brand, aisa nahi hai. Here we have a small group. And why small group? Because I personally take the interest in every single student. I am personally involved in your every daily to daily questions, weekly questions, test series, and your doubt session, weekly session. So team is there, definitely team is there, but I am the person who is going to interact with you for your entire year. Okay, so let me explain you you people the course, and then you can plan the things accordingly. Now if I start with the syllabus for your prelims examination, so what is the syllabus here? Syllabus here says, first of all, the it's a 33% in your CSET, which is equal to 66 marks out of 200. Okay, now this is again not an easy task, but yes, it is easily you can achieve if you just have this thing in mind that CSET में 66 लाना है. ठीक है, that we will do the later part. But here you see here both papers are the objective, and the syllabus here, if you see here for the prelims examination, the history of India, the Indian world geography, physical, social, economic, geography of India and the world. Okay, then we have Indian polity and the governance, everything, rights, issues, etc. Okay, the ये etc का मतलब होता है कि there are many more things included here. आप सब जगह देखो. That's why general science is so vast. That's why we cannot define the UPSC prelims का syllabus. It is easy for the mains part, but prelims का syllabus define करना is a very difficult task. ठीक है, तो this is the syllabus. It means the entire thing, like for the history, geography, polity, you have to study, and we will plan everything according to our past UPSC prelims questions, and we can speculate or predict for the future questions, and we'll plan in that particular way. ठीक है, अगर अब आप कट ऑफ देखोगे यहाँ पे, if you see the cutoff here to 23 examination ka, then here you see, I will see just the general part. ठीक है, 75.4, very tough paper in 23. Okay, reason for 23 very low cutoff was also the CSET. Many of you failed in the CSET because this was the very first time in the history that the students saw the most difficult paper of the CSET. Okay, then in 24 examination you saw here 87.98, the paper was easy, and then in 25 the cutoff was 92. Now reasons are very much clear. Paper is like kind of easy to moderate paper were there, but also the preparation level of the students have also increased, है ना. अभी आप देखो 25 का जो CSET पेपर था, that was more tough than the 23 paper, but still students performed very well here. Why? Because they were ready for this kind of paper, so they worked very hard, है ना. तो 25 में things were not kind of sudden, 23 में सडन था तो पेपर समझ नहीं पाए, बट 25 में उनको पता था कि 23 में ऐसा पेपर आया है, सो वी कैन वर्क हार्ड फॉर दैट, एंड दैट्स व्हाई यू कैन सी द परफॉर्मेंस हियर. यहाँ पे इंक्रीज हुआ है चीज़ें. ठीक है, तो ओबीसी और जनरल का कोई ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, आप देख लो. इवन EWS वी हैव जस्ट 2-3 मार्क्स. डेफिनेटली 2-3 मार्क्स मैटर, बट बहुत ज़्यादा आप इधर उधर नहीं कर सकते हो. ओके, नाउ कट ऑफ इज नॉट लेस देन 50%, बट स्टिल we are failing in the prelims examination, and that's the important thing. We have to understand why 95% of the students are failing in the prelims. Now they are failing due to several reasons, but I will tell you the most important reason, and that's what you need to remember. सबसे important reason ये है कि आपका ये 10 to 12 months का जो gap है, understand very carefully. Okay, now up to 8 months, right? Up to 8 months you are supposed to be doing mains, as per the current trend, and the next 3 to 4 months you are going to do the prelims examination. Now what exactly it is happening that in the last 3-4 months you have to do at least 50-60 tests, revision of these tests, revision of the entire chapters, books, topics. Like there are so many things to do in the next 3-4 months, and in addition, like after giving the test you are not very happy, you are depressed, उससे भी आपको बाहर निकलना है. तो ये 3-4 महीने इज नॉट ओनली अबाउट द प्रीलिम्स, ये आपकी सारी दुनिया इधर आ जाती है. And for the mains part, the difficult part here is that after this 8 months, you are closing your mains, okay, and you are shifting towards the prelims. Now, in these 3 to 4 months, you are forgetting everything about the mains. So, by the end of this 4 months, neither you remember the mains nor you become very perfect in the prelims. Now, this is the most important reason, delay in the prelims part. है ना. अगर आप बिगिनिंग से थोड़ा प्रिपरेशन करने लगोगे, लाइक हाफ एन आवर डेली, लाइक द वे वी डू ऑन द गोल्ड टाइड, आपको एंड में ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. आप पूछ लेना किसी भी एक अच्छे स्टूडेंट से जो बार बार फेल हो रहे हैं. द रीज़न इज दे आर स्टार्टिंग प्रीलिम्स वेरी लेट, एंड दैट्स द रीज़न दे आर फेलिंग इन मेंस ऑल्सो एंड द प्रीलिम्स ऑल्सो. और लाइक हो जा रहा है ये, लाइक कंटिन्यू प्रोसेस हो गया. तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज अ डिले, and second thing, most important thing, is the source and the quality of the practice. Now this both thing I have taken very carefully, okay, and we have made it that yes, we will do the prelims from the very beginning in a very time frame way, so that we don't come conflict with the mains. And second, quality of the gold tide is like you can't like any coaching you take, you can't find any such thing like anywhere. Okay, so both things which are becoming obstacle before, we are making this thing very clear in the very beginning that we are going to work in the very dedicated way from the very beginning with the very quality good questions. ठीक है. अब देखो, now our framework is divided into 3 parts. The first is the basic NCERT test, second is the advanced, and third is the miscellaneous part. Right now I'm talking only about the prelims part. ठीक है. Now, let me explain you everything in detail. Now, why I said NCERT is important, and it's very important. Students say that NCERT easy hai, we can do it. Like, no, you can't. Okay, actually, and why I just stress on this NCERT? Now, you see the questions which appeared in your UPSC prelims, and very near, this 25 prelims. How many of the above are the products of the volcanic eruption? Now see here. All the materials are given here. Pyroclastic debris, volcanic bombs, lava flows, ash, dust, gases such as nitrogen. They have asked you which of the following are the products of the... This is a part of NCERT. Okay. Second question you see here. Which of the following currently inferences from isothermal map in the month of January? Now, if you see here, again, in the January, it is written here how the isotherm behave, okay? Now, in the map also in the NCERT, it is given there, isotherms, that how it moves southward and when it moves northward, okay? Isotherm matlab same temperature, different point pe. Now, third question, if you see here, this is again from the NCERT, they have asked about that it is a gas that amount of which decrease with the altitude. देखो यहाँ पे which decrease with the altitude. ये बिल्कुल NCERT से as per they are taking from the NCERT books of the geography. Understood why geography, why NCERT is important? And same it goes with polity also, history also. So it's not on a very single examination everything is there. Every year it is repeating in different subjects. ठीक है. अभी आप देखो which of the following. Now nobody can solve this question. Marine west coast climate is the answer here. Now you see here it is written in the geography NCERT, and that's what they have given everything what they have asked here. समझ में आया why NCERT is important? So that's why I'm asking you that please don't skip NCERT test. You are not smart. Like, do you really know about these type of climates? So why you are skipping NCERTs? Next part you see here. Now On the same format, what we did is, if you see our NCERT test, gold tide NCERT, only NCERT test, entire India, you search any test paper where the solution part is given in the book form. Okay. The question here we have asked about the temperature depth profile. And if you see the answer here, we are pasting the book, the paragraph from the book, so that reason first is the information is authentic. Information is authentic. Plus, आपको समझ में आएगा why NCERT is very very important. And you can trust this source because here it is not from any Wikipedia. ये direct NCERT से आप पूरा पढ़ोगे इसको. Every question if you see here, we are pasting the solution part, explanation part directly from the book in your explanation PDF, and we are going demographic transition theory. We can just write this much for NCERT. But see what we did. We gave you the diagrams. We gave you this from NCERT so that you complete the book while solving the question. I am not saying you should not read book, but it is there. So it's very, very informative and very, very helpful in finalizing your content also and believing that what you are doing is perfect. Okay. Now, on the similar pattern, we have designed this 2022 test we have. And we have already started. Don't worry, if you have started 6th April, it doesn't mean that these tests are over. Whenever you will register, you will get all the tests from the day one. Okay. Now, all these tests are designed on a class basis. आप देखो यहाँ पे हमने सबको डिजाइन किया है हर चैप्टर को, and you have to go through these and you have to solve. Economics test है, geography test है. In this way, we have designed our entire NCERT part, and total we have around 20 to 23 tests depending upon the questions, and we have provided you. So this is what the very first part of the Gold Tide Prelims is, the NCERT framed directly on the pattern of UPSC and from the book. Second part, current affairs. Now, this is what I would like to discuss here first, because this is very, very important part. And again, the Gold Tide is the only academy which is covering current affairs in this particular way. The very first thing is the newspaper to prelims. What we do here, I will explain you. Second is the PIB, environmental websites, the UN agencies and the websites, and your newspaper is there. Apart from these things, you won't find anything which is like in your paper, what they are asking coming out. Half of the things are from the newspaper only. Then we have the PIB, environmental different websites, UN websites and different agencies. इसके अलावा आपको कुछ भी करंट अफेयर्स में नहीं करना है. And the best part is when you join Gold Tide, everything we will provide you in the question form. You will solve and you will just prepare yourself for the examination. Let me explain you what exactly the newspaper to prelims means. Newspaper to prelims is a very, very important initiative where we take the 4 important newspaper, the Hindu, the Indian Express, Hindustan Times and the Business Standard. Now what we do is we take the articles, which article is relevant for your prelims examination. Example, this is the article from the Business Standard. It talks about the indigenous coal gasification project. Okay? So we took this article, and what we are doing now? Now what we are doing is we are asking you prelims based statement from here, from this article. Weekly session. India's first coal gasification project has been recently proposed in which state? Now we don't give you options. We only ask you to fill the blanks. Reason is I want you to stress yourself. I want you to recall. And I want you to prepare for the current affairs in a very toughest way, toughest manner. Options रहेगा तो आप easy हो जाएगा आपके लिए, पर without options से आपको prepare करना है. Because in the examination you don't know when the paper will become tough, right? It will utilize the indigenous technology developed by the BHEL. Now, again this is correct, but if the question come ISRO से technology लिया है, so are you really able to answer? Like आप कर पाओगे easy है? नहीं, it's not easy at all. So हम यहाँ से prelims के questions को सारे explain with explanation हम cover. Now next article you see you will understand better, है ना? अगेन यू सी द बॉक्साइट माइनिंग ना, बॉक्साइट माइनिंग पे आर्टिकल था इंडियन एक्सप्रेस में। यहां से हमने क्या आपसे सवाल पूछा, विच स्टेट इज द लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ द बॉक्साइट। ना बॉक्साइट माइनिंग में एक्चुअली हो क्या रहा है, बॉक्साइट ओर से एल्यूमिना बन रहा है, फिर एल्यूमिनियम बन रहा है। देन which countries are the largest producer of the bauxite, and bauxite is found near to the surface or depth inside the surface. Like ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हम आपसे क्रिएट कर रहे हैं। एवरी क्वेश्चन यू फील हियर, लाइक यू विल सी हियर इज द प्रिलिम्स स्टेटमेंट। आप देख रहे हो कितने अच्छे से आपका करंट अफेयर्स हो रहा है। लाइक एवरी वीक दिस एक्सरसाइज इज कंडक्टेड एंड योर एक्चुअल, दिस इज कॉल्ड व्हाट कॉल द रियल करंट अफेयर प्रैक्टिस। आपका हर वीक उन सारे आर्टिकल्स को 4 न्यूज़पेपर से दिया जाएगा जहां से प्रीलिम्स के क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं। एंड वी आस्क यू एंड वी प्रिपेयर यू एवरी सिंगल वीक सो दैट एंड में आपका कोई बर्डन है ही नहीं। नाउ दिस आर्टिकल्स कितना ब्यूटिफुली हैव स्ट्रक्चर्ड द यूनियन टेरिटरी ऑफ दिल्ली, जम्मू कश्मीर एंड द पुडुचेरी। यहाँ पे तीनों का डिफरेंस है, सवाल पूछे जाएंगे। तो हम कौन से क्वेश्चंस कवर कर रहे हैं, रैंडम? नो, we are covering only which is appearing in the newspaper. Suppose today is your newspaper session, so past 1 week is your syllabus और like live होता है। अगर नहीं ले पाए तो next day we share the PDF of every document, है ना। So this is what see now again if you see here, अगर ये कास्ट सेंसस पे एक आपका आर्टिकल आया द हिंदू में, so how many questions we have asked, you see द फर्स्ट सेंसस कब हुआ, लास्ट कब हुआ, हाउ मेनी सेंसस हैज बीन टेकन, इतने सेंसस में, लाइक एवरीथिंग रिलेटेड टू दिस आर्टिकल वी हैव कवर्ड यू एंड वी प्रिपेयर्ड यू फॉर द प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन इन द ये एक्सरसाइज इज नॉट द टेस्ट सीरीज, दिस इज अपार्ट फ्रॉम द टेस्ट सीरीज। ये सप्लीमेंट्री है, ये टेस्ट सीरीज मत कहिए इसको, ये सप्लीमेंट्री है आपके नॉलेज को इनहेंस करने के लिए एंड आपको रियल करंट अफेयर्स से इंटरेक्ट कराना है from the 4 newspaper. So we are covering, you are covering only the Hindu? No, we are covering lot more. Okay? So we have more. Again we see trade deficit है यहाँ पे। Now ये article देखो, ये simple article है, India records a trade deficit. Now if you see here, top 10 trading partners the last 2 fiscal year in India. आपको देखो यहाँ पे दिखेगा। Okay? Now except which of the following countries in top 10 does not have trade deficit with India? आप देखो यहाँ पे, except US. एवरी कंट्री हैज द, इंडिया इंपोर्ट ज्यादा करता है, एक्सपोर्ट यूएस में ही ओनली दिस पॉजिटिव, मतलब एक्सपोर्ट इज मोर देन इंपोर्ट बाय इंडिया। अदर ऑल टॉप 10 कंट्रीज में डेफिसिट है। तो ऐसे ही क्वेश्चंस तो एग्जाम में आ रहे हैं आपके, चाइना से क्या है डेफिसिट है, कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स हम ले रहे हैं, कौन से, लाइक इट दीज आर ऑल द थिंग्स दे आर आस्किंग। सो व्हाई नॉट कवर एवरी वीक? This is a very beautiful and effective practice, and those students who are failing every year understand this. This is the real power of the current affairs. आप जो मैगजीन पढ़ते हो ना, उससे एक क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में नहीं आता है, like more than half comes from the newspaper, 40% minimum. Again you see you have now advanced test, second part. First part was your NCERT, second part was the advanced test of the gold type. Now you see here एडवांस टेस्ट में हम क्या कर रहे हैं, एडवांस क्वेश्चंस। ये कितना एडवांस क्वेश्चन है देखो आप। टिल नाउ मेनी ऑफ यू नो दैट द नोटिस फॉर द मोशन फॉर द रिमूवल ऑफ जजेस आर साइंड बाय 100 मेंबर्स ऑफ द लोक सभा, एवरीवन नोज दैट, बट डू यू नो दैट दिस थिंग इज नॉट रिटन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? यू नो दैट दिस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? नहीं है, ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का पार्ट नहीं है। ये क्यों नहीं है? Because in our constitution the article says a judge may be removed from his office in the manner provided in clause 4. ठीक है? And clause 4 says that the parliament will prepare the law to regulate the procedure. And then parliament enacted the Judges Enquiry Act 1968. And in this act it is written नॉट लेस देन 150. सो अगर क्वेश्चन आपसे ये कह रहा है कि एज पर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन द नोटिस, गलत है वो, एंड दिस इज व्हाट द मिसलेनियस, व्हेन यू आर नॉट लर्निंग सिंपल थिंग्स यू आर लर्निंग द डिफिकल्ट पार्ट ऑफ द पॉलिटी। ये आएगा एग्जाम में ऐसे क्वेश्चंस। सिमिलरली वी हैव द फाइनेंस एक्ट, द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट एंड प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन 1952 एक्ट, देन वी हैव इलेक्शन आपका रेगुलेशन एक्ट 2000 रिसेंट अमेंडमेंट हैज बीन डन 2023 आई थिंक। ओके, तो आपके ये सारे ये मिसलेनियस क्वेश्चंस हैं। तो एडवांस टेस्ट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन एंड दैट वी विल ओनली स्टार्ट आफ्टर एनसीईआरटी एंड देन आप उसके बाद इट्स लाइक आपका कुछ ऐसा कुछ रह ही नहीं जाएगा जिसकी वजह से आप प्रीलिम्स में कभी फेल हो जाओ। एंड इट्स अ रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस ना, एवरी वीक वी आर मीटिंग इन द न्यूज़पेपर सेशन, वी आर डिस्कसिंग द टाइम टेबल, वी आर डिस्कसिंग द शेड्यूल, फिर हम आगे मूव कर रहे हैं। देन हमारा एक टेस्ट हो रहा है, हमारा 10 क्विजेस डेली हो रहा है। सो इफ यू गिव हाफ एन आवर डेली फ्रॉम जून और मई जून, लाइक आप कभी भी अप्रैल मई जून ज्वाइन करो, अगर आप हाफ एन आवर डेली दोगे, जितना जल्दी ज्वाइन करोगे आपका प्रीलिम्स उतना ही इजी होता चला जाएगा और एंड में यू विल गेट सफिशिएंट टाइम फॉर द मिसलेनियस पोर्शन एंड दैट इज द थर्ड पार्ट ऑफ आवर शेड्यूल। ठीक है, ये जीएस एडवांस टेस्ट का आपका शेड्यूल है एंड दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द क्वेश्चंस। द फुल लेंथ टेस्ट है, आपके बजट इकोनॉमिक सर्वे, रिवीजन टेस्ट है, मैप टेस्ट है, एवरीथिंग इज देयर। लास्ट इज अ मिसलेनियस पार्ट वेयर वी कवर द PYQ एनालिसिस, 5 टॉपिक सीरीज चलेगा आपका, FLTs है, रिवीजन। सो दिस इज व्हाट वी विल गेट सफिशिएंट टाइम इन द एंड टू डू दिस मिसलेनियस। अब एंड में जाके अगर हम सॉल्व कर रहे हैं कि पॉलिटी में, प्रियम्बल में, 42nd अमेंडमेंट में कौन कौन से वर्ड ऐड किया हमने, सो दिस इज कंप्लीटली लाइक नॉट लाइक स्टैंडर्ड, है ना। एंड में आप अगर आप बेसिक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना स्टार्ट कर रहे हो, दैट्स वाई आपका एक लेवल क्रिएट नहीं हो रहा है और आप प्रीलिम्स में बार बार फेल हो रहे हो। Okay, now you will get the PDFs, you can solve the online, you can give there's no binding, you can give test anytime. And one very important thing is I will always be there throughout your preparation and one-to-one session is always there on your call whenever you need that. ठीक है, और जब भी हम वीकली जब मिल रहे हैं न्यूज़पेपर में हम डाउट सेशन भी। सो दिस इज अबाउट द प्रीलिम्स पार्ट वेयर इट्स नॉट द डे टास्क। हमारा एक बैच होता है, एक साल, 1 year 1 बैच एंड यू कैन जस्ट गो टू द वेबसाइट फॉर द 27th थिंग, you can just enroll and start soon because we have already started and I don't want to delay. अगर आप थोड़ा लेट ज्वाइन किया it's not an issue, but क्यों ना आपका जब पेमेंट आपका सेम है, जब फीस आपका सेम है, whenever you are joining, why not you are joining early and starting the weekly thing. Now don't wait for syllabus because ये weekly न्यूज़पेपर तो हम डेली कर रहे हैं ना, तो ये तो कम से कम अटेंड करो। आप सिलेबस का अगर वेट करोगे तो आप वीकली भी मिस कर रहे हो, आप डेली क्वेश्चन भी मिस कर रहे हो, करंट अफेयर्स आपका। सो देयर इज नो पॉइंट ऑफ मिसिंग थिंग्स। प्रीलिम्स हैज बिकम हैज लाइक इन द पास्ट, वो डिफिकल्टी लेवल इंक्रीज हो रहा है, ग्राफ बिल्कुल। एंड इन द लाइक एज द थिंग्स विल बिकम ईजी, AI टूल आ गया है, एनालिसिस भर गए हैं यूट्यूब पे, सो पेपर विल बिकम ईजी एवरी ईयर, डिफिकल्ट एवरी ईयर। यू हैव टू बी टफ एंड डोंट वरी, वी विल मेक यू टफ. So this is all about the brief introduction about the prelims part. Yeah, and any queries you have, you go to the website, you can go, just the number you see there, you can talk to the like me directly or the mail us or call us and clear your doubts. Okay, so thank you so much and let me know if you have any queries. Okay, so this is what we have explained you today, and 2027 batch has started. Register as soon as possible.